Welcome. Again, our Vespers theme for tonight is how do we tend the seeds of possibility? So glad that you are here and that you're taking time for your spirit and to connect with yourself in these very challenging days. It is the custom in this service to share the reading of words and also the singing of songs with one another. And while we can't do that in real time the way that we look forward to doing at some point, we can do this in the privacy of our own spaces. So wherever you are, we hope that you will gather with us and be part of what we are doing. Even if it's just silently in your own mind and heart, please do join in with us today. I invite you to join in our gathering words. As we gather this evening, may it be with a sideways glance at the possibility dawning. Any glimpse of one another's humanity is a window into a new space, a space for connection, a connection to our common destiny, a destiny awaiting fulfillment, the fulfillment of a promise made by Spirit, the spirit of connection and renewal, a renewal of the spirit of life, a life revealed in a glimpse that is an invitation to a new knowing, however hard. May we embrace with gratitude the small, fragile, tender, unlikely seeds of possibility. And now I invite you to join in our first song that we will share. It's a common favorite among us, Spirit of Life, words and music by Carolyn McDade, and offered to us in this particular week through the musical gifts of Joe Gelinas and Mark Tuning.
Spirit of life, come unto me, sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion, blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Please now join in our words of affirmation and offering. Each day we can choose to nurture the possible. The possible lives in our choices. We can seed hope. We are the medium of hope, the soil, the water, the nutrients. Around us is the promise. We cradle and create that promise through our mundane choices and commitments. Each day we can take some small action to shelter the seed of the possible. We do this when we glimpse another's truth, voice our own, water with care and intention the small bloom, the unfurling bud, the tender shoot, the new growth. However small our efforts may seem, may we know them to be essential and vital and life-giving. May we know them to be seeds of a world more whole and true. Please join now in our Second song that we'll share together, Nada de Torbe. This is also offered through Joe Gelinas and Mark Tuning today.
Nada te turbe, nada te espante, quien a Dios tiene, nada le falta. Nada te turbe, nada te espante, solo Dios basta. Nothing can trouble, nothing can frighten. Those that seek God shall never go wanting. Nothing can trouble, nothing can frighten. God alone fills us. Nada te turbe, nada te espante, quien a Dios tiene, nada le falta. Nada te turbe, nada te espante, solo Dios basta.
At the heart of our gathering each week is a time that we set aside to share silence together. When we share silence, we acknowledge that though each of us has our own unique part of the spark of the divine among us, we also share in community together and in the ways that our sparks connect. We find a greater wholeness. So it's in that spirit, in this particular time, when so much around us is new and vulnerable, frightening, and also promising, that we begin this time of silence with the act of prayer. Some of you may wonder why we pray. We pray to invite an opening that is to something beyond our own resources. So as we gather tonight, I invite you to settle into your own awareness of what that is. When there are things that are beyond your own comprehension or your own abilities, what is it that you reach for? Is it the natural world, the greater sense of the abundance of nature? Is it something that you call God or spirit? Is it just some sense that you have that there's something more out there? Whatever it is today, summon that holy and sacred presence to you today. Collectively, we bring together all that we hold holy and sacred, and in doing that, we form a more abundant community for these times in which all abundance is needed. A prayer is simply a deep ask, asking for something that is beyond our resources. So join me in that spirit of prayer. Spirit of life, God of many names, mystery, known only as the More. Listen to our hearts opened on this evening as we gather in this world which continues to throw more and more at us each week. Ask us to stay centered, to fan the small sparks of hope that we may feel around us on this evening or any day. Help us to remember that while it might be our breath that allows one of those sparks to ignite, it is not our job to be the fanner of all flames. Allow us to embrace the idea that that is the greater expanse. And in that embrace, allow us to be present to this moment, to what we can do, to what we wish to do, to the ways we wish to be part of this creative process of becoming more human, becoming a stronger human family, becoming more an expression of the divinity that's all around us. On this evening, and tomorrow in the morning to come, let us remember to do with joy what we can and let go of what we can't do, to turn it over to something else that's larger than we are. And in doing so, give us the breath to continue to blow just a little bit of life into one spark of possibility. May this be our prayer. Amen. And now, as we enter into our time of shared silence, I invite you to offer into this silence your own deep ask, your own idea of how you can best nurture hope within yourself, within others that you love, within the world. Let's enter into silence together. It will end with the ringing of the bowl. And now please join your voice with that of Mark Tunings and the music of Joe Gelinas in the song God of Many Names, words and music offered by Joe Gelinas as a gift.
God of many names, you who are nameless, we know you as love. Open our hearts to the light of your presence. Come fill us with love. God of many names, you who are nameless, we know you as truth. Open our minds to the mystery of all that is. Come fill us with truth. God of many names, you who are nameless, we know you as peace. Open our lives to the beauty of all the earth. Come fill us with peace. God of many names, you who are nameless, we know you as love.
As we go forth today, let us do so with the words of Lena Horne. It's not the load that breaks you down, it's the way you carry it. Take some small action to see the world you wish to see in the days ahead. And in the meantime, take good care of yourself and of others. Thank you for being with us.